paper, so even I don't
School?
know. Yeah, school. I forgot to bring my. I have a paper.
You have a paper from?
Yeah, but I don't have it.
Is it revision material?
Oh, it's not revision.
Then?
It's my note.
Oh,
It's
your
just
note.
the normal notes I have.
Okay, so what kind of question you don't know?
It's
No
like,
lah.
I
No.
get very like, especially for the
Percentage.
interest rate.
Yeah, interest
it's
rate.
like some of the
Mhm.
question right is a little bit messy. Like I cannot like understand the question because they have a lot of percentage inside and all.
Actually, for percentage, so for interest question,
Like the percentage.
you cannot be. It cannot be more complicated. Like, I mean, it shouldn't be very complicated. If you do it the way I teach you, yeah. It cannot be complicated. Because for interest question, so interest question can only have two types, right? Okay, interest in a bank or the higher purchase scheme, or which
It's
interest?
like I feel like it's like a lot of. It's not only interest.
Yeah.
Other questions.
Yeah.
With percentage. And
Also
all.
percentage, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like I have like some difficulties.
Yeah. Okay. So to be honest, for interest questions, not for percentage question, not interest question. For percentage question, some of them can be very very hard because of they talk about the tier pricing or the tier. Remember that question?
Yes.
The income tax one.
Yeah.
That one is of course more complicated, but other than that, I think it's quite pleasant, quite easy to manage. Okay, so never mind. So let's look at your work first. Any question you want to talk about before we
Yes.
yeah.
I need question
At A.
I'm not sure is that my method is wrong or something, but I cannot get it.
Okay, so let me just. Okay, this is the thing. Let me launch the other one. Okay, hold on. This is your work here already. So, box. This is mayflower. Okay, good. Open in this. Then this one. Okay, it's here. Okay. Oh, I need to pick it up from here. Funny thing. Let me launch it again. Mayflower. Okay, question 8.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So for question 8, I will say pretty simple. So you just open the bracket, right? Just use our normal algebra method. Yeah. So just open the bracket. So this is your first arrow. This is your second arrow. So you get minus 9a for the first one. Then minus 3 times minus b is plus 3b, right? Then of course it's 2a plus 2b. And of course you underline similar term. So underline similar term with the sign. So the plus belongs to a 3b, then the plus belongs to 2b. The minus belongs to okay. So minus 9a plus 2a. Just use your calculator. Minus 9 plus 2, so it's minus 7a, right? Then 3 plus 2, so it's 5b. So that's it.
Oh, okay. I know where is the mistake.
Where's the mistake?
It's because negative.
Oh,
negative
yes. So your second arrow, can you see the second arrow? The second arrow is minus 3 times the minus b. That's okay. So that's why So I have been emphasizing this many times. Okay, I want you to write the arrow down. There is a reason why I asked you to write the arrow down. Because if you write the arrow down, you know that I need to always come back to the minus 3. So if you have minus 3 times the minus b is plus 3b. You understand?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So hopefully by writing the arrow, okay, you did not write the arrow, so I will say you deserve to be wrong. Because I asked you to use the arrow to prevent you from making, hopefully to prevent you from making this silly mistake, but you did not follow. And then if you did not follow, of course you deserve to be wrong. Does it make sense? Right? Okay? Yeah.
Oh yeah. For algebra, right?
Yeah.
like just now I have a problem is that
Mm.
you know when it's like negative like 3
Mm-hmm.
like 3 minus 2 minus some minus like 2 no just 2
Mm-hmm.
right, then is the negative 2 minus the 2 right, because the minus sign equals to 2.
You mean this one?
Yes.
Oh, so this is about underline the terms, right? So underline the terms, like I say, okay, let me make it clear to you one more time. This is like a this 3, right, is like in a queue. QUE. It's like in a queue. So I think nobody will have problem with this one is the first one, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and then now the question is you ask whether the minus sign belong to the 2 or the minus sign belong to the 3, right?
No, I know that the minus sign belong to the 2.
Oh, then good, then you underline like this. Then of
Yeah.
course then you underline like this. Yeah, good. Then
Then like if negative 2 minus negative 2
mhm.
and got a negative number,
yeah.
is it minus negative that number or just minus that number?
Oh, okay. Then so you give me okay. Let's do with an example lah. Do with an example is better than because your question also not very clear. Not very clear in a way you leave a lot of things unclear to me, so I also don't know what you want to ask. Maybe you also don't know what you want to ask. So let me just okay, let's maybe this this is a Q. Then you just underline the term. So this is a, so I use a different wavy line now. So this is a plus, I use different lines to represent different terms. So over here, I think you can see that you can only combine minus 2b and minus 3b, right?
Yeah.
Because they are the same. So you have minus 5b, right?
Yeah.
So how do you get minus 5b? You punch the calculator. Minus 2, minus 3. So you end up minus 5b.
No, it's I'm talking about. Wait, can I write?
Yeah, please write.
Now?
Yeah, please.
It's like like 3 minus 1 is like 2, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No, it's like
3 minus 1 is 2, yes.
like minus 1 minus
Yeah.
3,
Yeah.
then you have minus 2. But sometimes right in front there's a number.
In front of what? In front of what?
In
Hold
front,
on, hold on. Your question is what? Minus 1, minus 3, is it?
yes.
What's the answer?
It's 4. Negative.
Why you want to use your brain? Well, you can easily use your
yeah.
calculator.
It's negative 4.
Okay, so it's negative 4. Okay, good. Mm-hmm.
Then this negative 4, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I say 3 over here, after this is minus.
Which 3 is over here?
This 3.
Also, there was one more 3 in front, is it?
So is it like this, right?
Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on.
No, I'm
With a bracket or without bracket?
without the bracket.
Okay, without bracket, okay,
Without the
without bracket.
yes.
Okay, good.
So it's like
So can you rewrite this 3 minus 1 minus 3 lah? 3 minus 1 minus 3. Okay, good. Can you underline the term first? Okay, good. So what you want to do first?
so like
So let's say you want to group the 2 behind, right?
yes.
So it's minus 4, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
minus
good. Continue. Yeah.
minus 4.
Yeah. So basically, you, in a way, you group these 2 together. So that means you cross out these 2.
This 2.
Yeah.
So it'll be 3 minus 4.
Correct.
Okay.
You bring it down.
Okay.
This is like you bring it down. So similarly, you combine these 2, you combine the minus 2b, minus 3b into minus 5b, right? So in a way, right, you combine them. That means if you combine these 2 together already,
Yeah.
okay? 为什么这样子啊？ Let me just see. Oh, okay. So in a way, you combine these 2 together into this minus 5b already, right? So you are left with 3a plus 4, right?
Yeah.
So what you do? Copy
Put that
down.
Okay.
Copy down.
Okay.
Copy down. That means whatever you are left with, copy down. Same concept there.
Because I
concept,
thought
yeah.
like after that, right, you have to draw this and you put a minus sign in front.
Oh, then in that case, you have introduced something already. When you rightfully, you are not supposed to introduce. If you introduce, that means you add something to the question. why you want to add something to the question. That means when you add something to the question, that means you change the question. You understand?
Yes.
Yeah. So same. That means the concept is, if you combine it already, so in a way you combine it already, you can see it as you cross it out. So once you cross it out, then you just whatever is left, you bring it down. So I think this concept is also relevant when it comes to the algebra left and right hand side question. So let's say I give you this. Let's say you have this.
Yeah.
So underline the term first. Okay? So you want to group the A together. And you want to group the non-A together also.
Yes.
A together, non-A together. So equal sign, bring it down. Okay? So let's say you want to bring the 5A over. Okay? And so that means your left hand side is with A lah.
Yeah.
So in a way this side is without the A lah.
Yes.
So you have decided 5A over, so that means 2A you never do anything to it, right?
Yeah.
You copy down. Make sense?
Yes.
The 5A you move it over becomes
Minus.
minus 5A, right? So this one is gone,
Yes.
right? Then now the plus 5 you never move, copy down. Make sense?
Yes.
Then the minus 2 you bring it over, change the sign, plus 2. So minus 3A equals to 7. So A equals to, just use your calculator,
Yeah.
which I don't care because we are not we are not solving it lah. I'm just talking about the concept we talked about just now. Okay, whatever untouched, bring it down or copy it down. Hold on. Hey, hi. These days what time you come back? Sorry, go to your room first. Sorry, what time you come back is this? Your working hours. 11:30 to 12 o'clock. Oh, okay. So this is the working hour. But normally you come back at 12, right? Or you come back at 5. I don't know. Let's say you come back 5 or 6, 5 minutes. So you just like 6 o'clock, 11, 5 hours, you go work. Okay. No, I don't care what time you come back. I just want to go. Just want to understand your working hours. Okay, good. Yeah. So understand? Okay, good. So next question. Next question.
No more.
No more.
That is.
Actually 9A leh.
9A.
Let me see your 9A. Let me see your 9A. No. 9A is this. Okay, correct. This one. Here, right? So yeah. So in a way, right, you need to get your 1 into 4 over 4 because you need to use the same denominator. So very good this time round. When you have a minus, immediately put a bracket behind. Why? Because your minus is going to go into the 5 and going to the minus 6. So that's why you end up with plus 6x. Very good. So yeah, good. Yeah, correct.
I've been trying to tell myself.
Yeah, good. Yeah, so this is a very common mistake lah, without the bracket. Okay? So yeah, very good. Any other question?
Yes. The last question, I have a little bit problem on it.
Okay.
A lot.
What? Sorry. Question what?
Question 23.
Okay. Oh, okay. So let me be frank with you. This question, very, very, I for sure it will come up. I mean, similar question lah.
Yeah.
Okay. So why lah?
Like I don't know how to get the x because for this.
You mean this one ah? Oh, okay, good. So this one is your 180 minus y degree, right?
Yes.
And by the way, your z you need to introduce one more line. This is a very common question. You need to introduce one more line. So I hope you can see that your z is actually equal to, this is 50. Do you know why this is 50? Because this is 130. So they add up to 180.
Oh yeah, because it's like the.
Okay.
Yes.
So you get this is 50. So this one is equal to y. So in a way, your z, this is y because it's a
it's a
alternate angle.
Yes.
Okay, so therefore your z is actually equal to your y plus 50. Can you see?
Yes.
So can you figure it out now? Okay, this is a very common question. So you better know. Very common. Okay? Without looking at this. Or you need to refer to the question. Oh, okay, good. You need to refer to the question. Okay, good. Can you see it?
Yes, I can see it.
Okay, good. I just erase lah. So
I'm gonna see.
you need to see. Yep. Yeah. Do it by yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good. I think you can reconstruct the question a little bit, just to help you out. Okay.
If that's the case, then just now
Actually, you can find x already.
Yeah, then it's. I cannot find x here.
You can.
But
No, you cannot tell these two add up to 180 meh? Internal angle.
Oh,
Internal angle?
yes. You can add up to 180.
Yeah. So 3x equals to 180.
Yes,
Right?
so
Yeah.
3x equals
Okay, I'm not going to help you again. You need to figure out yourself.
y
Alright?
equals to x equals to 300. 3x. Six c is also equals to y. Because it is a corresponding
Correct.
angle.
Yes.
Because of the f.
So, yes. So basically you need to remember alternate, which is your z.
Yeah.
Then f is corresponding. C is the internal. In fact, this CFZ you need to remember so well. If not, you can't do this kind of question. Continue.
So y is 6.
That's why you are asked to state the reason also. Oh? Without the reason, you can penalize. So you better memorize.
Then z equals to y plus is 110.
For which one?
For z.
Okay, for x is 60, right?
Yes.
Y is also 60. Then this is 60 plus 50, right?
Yes.
So it's 110, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. That's how you get it. So you need to remember the reasons also. Okay? Yeah, so this is 5 marks.
Alternate.
Yep.
Yes, alternate corresponding.
No, the first one is internal.
Internal.
Okay? Then the y here is corresponding because F ma, right?
Yes.
Then of course then you use the alternate lah.
Alternate.
Okay?
Yes.
Then this is called what? This is called opposite. The x.
Yeah, the opposite.
Okay, that one is called opposite.
Like
So-
angle on the line, right?
Yep, of course that one is the angle on the line. That one is 180 minus.
Oh yeah, this you brought for me before internal. Yes,
对
alternate.
Any other question?
No, for now I not yet.
Not yet.
Maybe later on the way.
So that means from question 1 to question 23, so these are the questions that you want.
Wait, stop. So the 20B.
这个啊
Yeah.
Okay, it says a wooden block has a mass of this 55 gram. Okay, so find the least possible, so it's 54.5.
Yeah.
Okay? Then you say the volume of the wooden block is the, so this is the V, correspond nearest cubic centimeter, find the greatest possible mass of 1 cubic. So 55 gram is 19 cm cube. Okay? So they say find the greatest possible mass
so
of
it's
1 cubic.
54.5.
So 1 cm cube is how much? Gram.
That's possible. Then
So you divide by 19, right?
Yeah.
So your this also need to divide by
Divide by
19.
19.
Yeah. So you get the answer. Then find the greatest possible, right? Then you round up lah. Try to round up. Yeah.
Okay.
You understand?
Yes.
Yeah. Wow. So basically, right? Last time when you learned two significant figure, two decimal places, it's very straightforward. It's just like, oh, I give you this 12.5. Can you give me like let's say two significant figure, right? Then you say, oh, I need to round up, so it's 13, right? In this case.
Yeah.
But now they ask you in this format. But actually, you need to make use of this. So in a way, right? Questions have evolved. No longer you expect you will get, oh, I give you 12.5, give me a two significant figure. That's too simple. Okay, so you don't expect this kind of like straightforward question anymore. Boring. Okay, expect questions like this. You need to like somehow
Think of
you need to be able to comprehend the question, then make your judgment. Okay, so one level up. Okay.
Yeah. I also need 14B.
14B. So identify whether true. Okay, 2 is a prime number. Yes.
Yes.
It's a perfect square. Is it perfect square? You know what's a perfect square? Perfect square, that means can be square rooted. Okay, so I think we talked about this before.
Yeah, a negative number cannot be square rooted.
Can it be square rooted?
No.
So so no means no lor. I mean wrong, false lor. So basically you just square root -1, then you get error, right, or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just error lor, or I call this undefined. Okay. Okay. Or you can say error. So therefore it's not a perfect square. Okay, that's how you answer the question. Yeah.
Okay.
So is square root 9 a irrational number?
Yeah. No.
No, because it's
3.
3. So 3 is an integer.
Yeah.
Integer. You still remember the real number 3?
Yeah.
If you remember that 3 is under the rational number integer.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Good. So this is wrong. Okay.
I
Good.
think the others is okay because in there there's no graph, there's nothing, so it's
Okay.
quite okay for this paper. Yeah.
Okay, good. So if you think this paper is so you managed to state the reason or not?
Yes.
Okay, good.
But
Okay.
teacher, for 10B, right?
10
Yes.
by
Like at the for 10B, the last step, right?
should be 5y minus 20.
Yeah.
Then 2a plus b. And hold on, I think you can take out
Simplify that, right?
5 and y, right?
Yeah.
Then this is 5 and 4, right? Then there's minus. So you need to get the 5 out lor.
Yeah.
So
it's
5 is 5 minus 4. Then 2a plus b.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think a lot of students they somehow
Yeah. Then I was like,
forget
should I
this.
like?
You need to, yes.
Like, then I just simplify.
Yeah, you need to.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes.
Okay, good. So okay, let me just run through, see which question is more interesting, then we'll talk about it. Oh, this one I just want to caution you.
Oh yeah.
When you have a negative number, when you put into it, so when it's positive, you don't care too much, just put into it, right? But when you have a negative number, you need to put it in with a bracket.
Yes.
So
I did that.
then you end up with something like this. Okay? And then when you have times when you have minus, you do the times first.
Yeah.
Okay, look at this. It's called evaluate. Evaluate means you need to show every single step. You cannot say, hey, since you give me this, I just punch all this into the calculator and then suddenly get the answer. Penalize.
Yeah.
So what you need to do, you need to do this. This one, 1/4. This one times half. This one minus. So you do the here first. So it's minus 3/2, right? So So this is become plus, right? So this is 2. So it's half. Okay? Your answer is half?
No. I got 3 over.
But can you follow now? Half plus 2/3, 3/3. So it's 2, right?
Oh, I copied the thing wrongly.
真的吗?
Yeah, I write as
Okay, never mind.
-3.
Oh,
It's
should be
supposed to be
-1.
Yeah.
But never mind, let me just look at your this. But anyway, you are still wrong, you know why? You should be plus here, because you got the minus. Can you see the minus here?
Yes.
Huh? So even let's say if I follow, let's say you sub in -3, you are still wrong because of the minus should give you a plus here.
Okay.
You understand or not?
Yes.
Okay? So not only you sub in wrongly, your this minus
Also wrong. Okay.
also wrong.
For
Okay.
that B question, right?
Question B. Okay, let me see. Question B. Okay. I need to look at the question first. For the B, okay, let me just sub in first. I also don't know whether you sub in correctly or not. So like I say, your this -3 also must put a bracket. So it's 1 square. Okay, good. So you have this half times -3 times 1. Okay, so when you have times and square, you do what first?
Square.
Times and square, you do the
Square.
square first. So that's all. 1 and 1 is 1. Yeah. So 1 times the other side is itself.
Yeah.
Okay. So by the way, you need to evaluate me step by step. Not use calculator. Oh, I key this into a calculator, I get the answer. No, cannot. You will get penalized. So therefore, you get half plus 3, right? Right? Then this one you have the times 2 out. Then you can just use your calculator times 2 out. But in a way, 1 times anything is anything. So it's negative 3/2. Then on top is 7/2. Then you divide by this 3/2. So you flip it times. Then you flip the 3 below this 2. So you should get 7/this. -2 1/3. Yeah.
I never get it correct. I know why it is because
Dali.
it's the same thing as the last one. It's the plus and the minus sign.
这个啊
Yeah, no.
how come you cannot see minus? Minus is plus.
Minus is plus.
Yes. How come you cannot see it?
But I
Yeah.
forgot. I only
Yeah.
turned the 3,
Uh-huh.
but I never removed the minus.
Yeah lah. I mean, you have the
Yeah.
minus. So in a way, right? Let's say if next time you ever get this kind of question, what you should do is, in order not to make the same mistake again next time, let's say you have this, right?
Yeah.
You just do it this. Then you will know that, oh, I should have like this. Then just do this. So it's 5. Okay?
Yes.
Mm.
I forgot. I always forget.
Okay?
Yes.
Yep, good. So next. Also, it seems the questions that you don't ask me doesn't mean you are right. So we better just look through. Okay, good. Question 2. Good enough. Okay, for this 2 significant figure, okay, very easy. So 2 significant figure, this is my first, this is my second, then go to the third, so then go up 1, so it's 580. That's it. $580. 3A.
I got 600.
为什么呢?
Because 2 significant figure, isn't it like 1, 2, then you round up?
1, 2, then you, okay,
Oh,
5.
1, 2, then the next.
Yeah, the
you
third
round up.
one. You look at the third one.
Yeah.
Okay?
I
Yeah.
didn't use my brain.
Yeah.
This
Okay.
question.
So a recurring decimal,
Is 0.63.
Yeah. 63. So recurring means
Dot,
you
dot.
dot. Okay.
Yes.
Hey, we talked about how to get this back to the fraction last time. Can you still remember or not?
No.
Show me. Show me. I give you 0.63. Dot above.
I can't remember.
Cannot remember.
Yeah,
Then what if you are given this question next time?
I'm not sure.
Okay, like. Yeah, you better remember it.
Yeah.
So we cannot keep talking about the same thing and you still cannot remember. So 0.63 dot, right? Okay, so what you do, let x equal to 6.63 dot above. Okay? Then you use the 100x minus the x. Why? Because 100x, that means 100x means 100 times this one lah. So 100 times this one will give you 63.63. The 63 will keep running.
Yes.
And now I need to minus the 0.63. Why? Because by doing 100x minus x, right? This one will get rid of this one. So I only have 63. Right? So therefore this one is 63. Okay? So very good. So now you just solve this one.
99x.
Yes, 99x equal to 63. So x equal to 63 over 99. Then you must be asking, how come this answer is different from the answer? Of course, you need to divide by 9. Divide by 9, 11. Yeah. So therefore the answer is 7 over 11. Okay?
Wait.
You don't yes.
Let me write it down.
You need to yes, I will remember it next time.
Let me write it down so I can remember it.
So what if I give you 0.7 dot above? Never mind, you write this down first.
Yeah,
I test you with another one. Okay? What if I give you 0.7 dot?
Oh, I know how to do that.
Right? Try. What's the answer?
Seven over 99.
Correct. 7 over 99 or 7 over 9?
7 over 99.
I think 7 over 9. Because you use the 100, right?
Oh, yes, 9.
Yeah. Okay?
I use 10x.
You need to use 10x. Okay, so what I'm trying to tell you, actually, there is a very quick way to get it if you don't show the working. So you just one repeating, is just use the 7 over the 99. If it's 2 repeating, use 63 over. If 1 repeating is 1 over the 9. If 2 repeating is 63 over 99. So if 3 repeating is
399.
correct. So of course you need to use your calculator and see if you can simplify it further lah. You understand me?
Yes.
Can you test 105 over 999?
I don't think so. No. Yes. 35.
Can you get it into decimal, see if it's repeating like this?
Yes.
Okay, good. So this is a very quick way to get it. 1 is divided by 9. 2 divided by 99. 3 999. But of course you need to use your calculator to check whether it can be simplified further. Okay? Good. Next. This one I just want to let you know, subtract 5 from, so that means your this mn first minus the 5. That means mn from means the mn start first. For A.
mn minus.
Yeah. Because from means mn first. Divide the sum of this by, so it's 3d plus 4v divided by u. Okay, simple. Okay, this one, in order to be a square number, pretty easy. So just 2 times 3 to the power 3. So in order to be a square number means in order to be square rooted lah.
Yes.
So in order to be square rooted, when you divide by k means you want to remove.
Yes.
So we need to remove a 2 lah.
Remove a 2, remove a 3.
Remove a 3. Yep, correct. So it's 6
Yes.
Okay, very good. the number of term in the expression. We talked about this last time. So the number of term, how many term?
I got
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I got 5.
Yep. So the coefficient of x is
Coefficient of x is 4. Is it 4?
x。你讲 4 是 x square， 你这个是 x square 了，你这个是 for x square 了。
It's only 3.
Yeah, 3 or minus 3.
Minus 3.
Yes. So in fact, right, they ask for coefficient of x, so you need to pick out the one with x. So if you pick it out, minus 3. Okay. Constant term?
Constant term is 1.
Correct. Okay?
Yes.
Yeah. This one is plus, so it's underline common, then just okay. This one I think 9x minus 6y minus 2z. Subtract this one from, so this one is must have a bracket. Did you put a bracket or not?
Let me see. 7.
7b.
This is.
Okay, I think.
Oh, here. Found it.
Where?
This one, right?
来 7b. 你没有放 bracket 呢 Subtract this whole thing from the whole thing. That means you need to put a bracket.
Oh.
No bracket, wrong again.
Minus marks.
Yeah. No, not only minus. I mean,
The whole thing.
the whole thing is wrong. Yes, because without the minus, let me show you without the minus. With the minus, this one will go in, so it's minus 4x.
Oh, so everything will change behind.
Correct. No, depends.
Yes, depends
Yeah,
if
depends.
it's a minus or
Yeah,
plus.
correct. So, minus, so minus. So minus minus plus. Minus plus minus.
Oh, I
So
forgot.
yes. Okay.
Yes.
You better get this right. Okay.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, I forgot the bracket.
Yeah.
!aiyo!
Okay. Good. Next. So it's good to run through almost all questions. This one. So just to caution you, you need to underline similar term. Then you bring it over, so it's 4x plus 1 over 7x. 3 bring it over is plus 1, so it's 4. So it's 417x. Can you help me out? 4 divided by this whole thing. 4 divided by this
28 over 29.
No, can you help me out? 4 divided by this thing. 28 over 29.
Yeah, that's what I get, but
Can you use this divide by this?
Yeah.
Use your calculator.
28 over 29.
That means you use 4 over this one, you get 28 over 29, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So that's correct. So actually when you get x equals to this funny answer, you better check again. Oh? So the rest is quite easy. Okay, so the rest is quite easy. Okay, now, so I received 2 sets of revision materials from the other student of mine, which is the WA3 revision material. Yes. So I'm quite surprised, right? You are not given any revision materials while your WA3 is coming up after next week. And by the way, next week you only have two days. You only have 2 days, Thursday and Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah. The rest is
Friday also miss lesson.
为什么？
我有
Netball.
netball.
Okay, you see. So I really don't understand why your school still has not given you any revision material. So when
revision materials usually because our school will not make a very thick note every time we have a new thing to learn. They'll make a very because we don't follow the textbook.
Yep.
We follow our own notes.
Okay.
So that note is for our revision.
Oh, so there is no my revision material. So something like this means. So let's say this. Let's say your WA3 is coming up, right?
Yeah.
So in a way, right, they will give you some past year paper.
No.
Yeah, I don't know why your school don't have this practice, but never mind. So this question girl school, they have this practice. So they will group the past year paper together and then give it to the student and practice. Okay, so yes, test yourself against this number sequence.
I love it, man. I love number sequence.
Only when you get it. When you don't get it, you don't like it.
I don't like it at all.
If you don't get this question, you say, I don't like this question.
3.
Right?
Yeah. I don't like everything. I don't like every number sequence.
So later I'm going to give you a few common number pattern. Then yeah, I'm going to give you a few common number patterns so that to give you some idea what to look out for. I think question I is very easy. Part 1 is easy. But the rest is getting hard. I think part 3 somehow you can do it the brute force way. Brute force means yeah. But I think part 2 is just a bit hard. If I give you 105 term, I think you cannot do it the brute force way.
Oh, of course, no.
Yeah, yes.
124. Can I use calculator?
Yeah, you can, yeah. This entire paper you can use calculator.
24 9, 11 is 35. Then 35 plus 13 is 40. Okay, now I have to find the sequence.
Yeah, so how do you find the nth term, right?
Yeah.
Like I give you like 2 minutes. Yeah.
2 minutes.
Yeah. Oh, hey Siri, set a 3 minutes timer.
3 minutes starting.
Oh, just to give you a rough guide, 1 mark generally you don't spend more than 3 minutes. So generally 1 mark is 1 minute.
It's 1 mark.
Yeah. 1 mark is
it should be easy.
1 mark is 1 minute So if you spend 5 minutes on 1 mark, that means you better move on to the next question. Oh, that's how you manage your time. Okay, be strategic. Nó trên ẩu xì yeah. Okay.
I know how to do.
Good. Yeah. 我未係你應該我作為起米嘅，我都未係應該我都有夠熱做。What's the answer?
I cannot find it.
Oh, okay, then never mind.
I only got it.
You say you got
5
it.
plus the figure 5 plus 4, then you know the.
Okay, if you know the pattern, okay, I ask you for the 100th. What's the 100th term if you notice?
100 term.
Yeah.
So it's. But I still have to find the number to get the next number. Let me.
Yeah, sure. 100th term. One minute and 1.5 minutes left. Don't worry. Still have time.
3 plus 1 times 2. 4 plus 1. Cannot. Oh, okay, I get it.
Okay.
So it's
What's 100th term?
100th term.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you figure out the 100th term, that means you get it. If you cannot get the 100th term, that means you don't get it.
So it's 100 times 100. 100 is 2, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Time's up. Yeah.
Minus 1. 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 6, 1 equals 9.
Correct, that's the pattern.
9, 9. Then you plus the
Yeah.
previous number. Then you get the answer.
Okay, never mind. So let me just go through this question together with you, and I'm going to give you a summary, like what are the common patterns, okay, you have. So over here you will see that this is plus 3, then here is plus 5, and then here is plus 7, then of course here is plus 9, right?
Yes.
So of course the next one it will be plus 11, which is the 35, and then you plus the 13, that will give you 48, right? So 1 mark easily get. So when it comes to m term, right? So maybe before we talk about this, so the summary for number pattern, I'm not talking about I'm not talking about this summary is all encompassing, like it includes everything. No, I'm just giving you like the 3 common ones. So next time when you face any number pattern question, so these 3 should give you some direction. But some of them might not be one of these 3. Okay, but at least you have these 3 tools in your toolbox. Right? So the first one is the most common one, is the first number plus the difference, and then times n minus 1. Okay? So let's say if I give you 10, 8, 6, 4, I ask you what's the next. Okay? So you can see that the difference is always minus 2, right?
Yes.
Okay? So the pattern will be first number, 10, plus the difference. The difference is minus 2. It's minus 2. So you need to key in minus 2 into it. So times n minus 1. This is the most common mistake people make. You know what is the common mistake? They go and do the plus first.
No.
So they will end up with 8 times n minus 1.
First, the times first.
Correct. So you don't make this mistake.
Yeah.
Okay, but student make, but never mind. So you do the times first. So when you do the times first, you realize that this is minus 2n. Then this one will be plus 2, right? So you have a 10.
Yes.
I copy down because I untouched. Untouched means copy down, right? We talked about it just now. So it's 10 plus 2, so it's 12 minus 2n. So this is the formula. Okay? So this is the first common pattern formula. Okay? Then the other one, we also talked about it last time, but maybe you have forgotten. That's why it takes you some time to recognize this one. Is n square. Okay? This question is 0, 3, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, this is 8, this is 15. Actually, this one is n square minus 1.
Yes.
Yeah, they tweak it slightly. They tweak. So, last time is n square. But in this case, they square n minus 1. Right?
Yeah.
So, in a way, right, I just give you n square. So, it can be n square plus 1 next time. It can also be n square minus 2.
Yes.
So, what I'm trying to tell you is, you think along the lines of n square, whether it's plus 1, minus 1, minus 0.5. Actually, you know that definitely is not the first one already in this case.
Yeah.
Because you know it's plus 3,
Yeah.
then it's plus 5, and then you don't have a consistent difference, right?
Yes.
When you don't have a consistent difference, then you cannot have it.
Yeah.
Okay? So then, therefore, you need to think of the square one. The last one. Okay?
Yes.
So the last one is also quite common, is if you split the 3, right, you will see it's 1 plus 2. If you split the 6, it's 1 plus 2 plus 3. If you split the 10, it's 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. So in a way, what you observe, you know that we cannot use the first one already because it's plus. The difference is different.
Yeah.
So what's the pattern here?
One
First one is 1.
plus the difference.
1 plus, then 1 plus 2 plus 3. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. Can you see?
Yes.
So in a way, if I give you 100,
Then 1 plus.
so 1 plus 2 plus until plus 100, right? But how do you get the sum of this? So in a way, the last pattern is not last lah. One of these 3. The last of these 3 is sum of the numbers. Okay? So how do you get 1 plus 2 plus the until 100?
So 1 plus 99. And
错. Okay? So let me give, okay, so for me, I cannot remember the formula also. So I always give myself a simple example. I think this example is simple enough, right? So this one is 5, 5, 10, so it's 15, right? So I try to use this to get the 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus until 100. Okay, so how? So what I remember is, I remember to take the last one and the first one and add it up. And I need to times something divided by 2. So how many? 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's okay. How many number? 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 number. So I want to see whether I get 15 or not. So if I get 15, that means this is the formula. So this is 6, right?
yes.
6 times 5 is 30, right? So 30 divided by 2 is 15. Yeah. So this is the formula. So the formula is what? Last one plus the first one. So last one plus the first one. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is 5 numbers. So if you have 1 plus 2 plus 100, so you have 100, right? So divided by 2, right? So this one will give you 50, right?
Yeah.
So 50 times the 101, 101 times 50. So can you use a calculator? Yeah.
5,050.
Okay. So can you? Yeah. So can you remember these 3?
Yes.
So at least these 3 will point you to some directions.
Yes.
So, no, I mean, it's very common. The first one is the most common one. So this most common one kind of like becomes a bit boring. Okay, so to differentiate the better student from the normal student, right? So they start to give you these two types of pattern. Okay, so these are the 3 common number pattern questions. So hopefully next time when you see it's not the first type, then you think of the second type. If the second type, the last type. If it's not one of these 3, right, then you have to be more creative already. Okay?
I will die.
More creative. Okay? More creative. Okay? When I say n square, it can be n square minus 1. It can be n square minus 2.
Can it be like n to the power of 3?
Can. Yes. I give you n to the power of 2 just to give you a direction.
Oh, okay.
You understand me or not?
Yes.
So don't think of it just like always n, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay? Okay. Then we take a brief break. Yeah. We take a brief break, then we